DC Young Fly rushed to the hospital and found JackyOh alone. To find out what happened, watch this whole video and subscribe to the channel.
He's like he's just overprotective, period, of me, his kid, his family.
Play stupid.
Yeah.
You not protective over me? You don't care about me?
I do care about you, but I'm saying, like, who's more overprotective?
She don't care.
I do care, John. I'm not, but when do I act like super overprotective? I mean, I guess like when you were just gone, I was blowing up your phone.
Right.
Just now.
I'm like, I'm out here for you, fool.
I'm like, where are you? Get back to the house now. Like, it doesn't take an hour to get ginger ale for me. Why you look like that?
And it's still not sitting right with a lot of people, the fact that JackyOh was alone and DC Young Fly should have been there. Her friend, her family member, somebody should have been there, man. There's no reason to let somebody like that to go out and have that type of thing alone, knowing the fact that the recovery, if anybody would have just did a quick Google search on exactly the procedure that she was having, they would have known that somebody should have been designated to go with her at some point, man. And this is the reason why a lot of people don't trust nobody these days, especially, you know, after the fact of the BBLs and this and that. You're supposed to really have the nurse be with you. Like, there's normally places for you that they're supposed to provide to stay in at the facility, at the doctor care office. So that way, even if nobody came with you to look after you, they have bungalows and bunk beds and stuff like that so that you can rest there. But they also keeping a close eye with the whole medical staff in case the swelling happens. Because a lot of the time, if the swelling happens, if anything, the complications, if it's too late, then there's no going back. You can't fix it. But if they detect it early, then they could have saved her, basically. And, you know, this is why you really got to look at the fact that they did try to say that at first she did have a friend with her that took her to the surgery. And now it's unclear whether she stayed or not. Clearly, the friend didn't stay. Because if the friend would have stayed, then that friend would have went to the hotel with Jackie. And, you know, she would have been there, and whatever she needed, she would have been able to make that call to get the help a lot quicker. Or at least she could have been, you know, giving her the water and icing and reducing the swelling and everything like that. And so basically, with all that being said, like, now what happened? So did she have the friend with her? Why did the friend leave? This is why you can't even trust anybody at all, including your friends, because look what the friend did to JackyOh, man. They abandoned her in her time of need. Like, she really needed somebody there. And even if a lot of people say that they trust their friends, they trust this person and that person, you really can't trust your friends, because look how this happened. Like, the friend was supposed to be there for a reason. And the fact that she up and left in the middle of the surgery and went to Miami to go have fun and go hang out. She met some dude on the yacht and they took off, man. They're on the cruise right now. And so this is the type of people that you can't be surrounding yourself around. If you really look at it, DC Young Fly, Carlos Miller, Chico Bean, yeah, they joke around a lot, but you know, they would have took it seriously to go with JackyOh, because they know that nobody want to have somebody left hanging. They always know that anytime that they go to certain places, like when they go to Houston, they got to go check in certain places. They know that they have to have a friend with them just in case. So they thought, you know what? They thought somebody was supposed to be with JackyOh to take care of her, since DC Young Fly was on tour doing the shows and everything. But a lot of people are saying that he should have took the night off and went with her, because that's the mother of his child and everything. Even though they're not married, a lot of people was like thinking that they was married, but they actually is not married. And so they seen other people and everything like that. This is what made Azalea Banks get jealous in the first place, is the fact that he chose her and they still have the kids and everything, and she wanted to be in that position because she wanted to actually get the benefits from DC Young Fly, get the child support payments and everything, but not have to get married to him. And so Azealia Banks, that's why she's really bad, is because she wanted to switch roles with JackyOh. When Azealia Banks and DC Young Fly and JackyOh was all on Wildin' Out, it was a love triangle. And so now they're really looking at Azealia Banks like, okay, why are you intentionally saying all these things about JackyOh and DC Young Fly, and then making it look like you might have started something, or that, you know, you could have known what happened with JackyOh. Like, a lot of people, especially the people whose enemies or anybody who got problems with a certain person, when something happens like this and somebody gets sent up, the first thing they do is go to the last 10 people that DC Young Fly or JackyOh may have had an argument with, or, you know, somebody that may have been hating on them. They're gonna look at that and they see that Azealia Banks has been hating on them, you know, right immediately on the day that we heard the news of JackyOh. So now they doing all the investigation and the work and trying to figure out, was Azealia Banks anywhere near this place? Is anybody that is with Azealia Banks, did they get sent up there to look or to be a lookout or do anything weird? And so that's why they're thinking like, okay, why is Azealia Banks saying all this stuff? She's making herself look like she's a part of it. And so with all this, man, you got to understand that this is in Miami. They know what goes on at that doctor office. Like, they had a lot of people who was already saying that they were not, you know, they weren't satisfied with a lot of the stuff. It was botched. They had a lot of mistakes and mishaps. It was a lot of editing that the doctor had to do to get the people actually 100% correct, because they had to keep going back multiple times. Nope, you didn't do this one right. Nope, you messed up on this part. And nope, 2 months after I left you, this happened with this. And it all ties back to whether they didn't have the full board certified. It's like driving on a learner's instructor permit versus having a CDL license. That's the difference between a board certified doctor and somebody who rented their own spot in Sub Plaza, and they just having people come in through the back door, calling it a legit, you know, operations and stuff like that. So this is why a lot of people have to actually pass tests and stuff. They saying that the only way that you wouldn't be board certified is either if you didn't take the test or if you didn't pass the test. So it would be crazy to think that this dude was just like, I don't need the test. So he must have took the test at some point and he failed. And so there's always a saying, a lot of people always say, a lot of the old heads and the wise people, they say, would you rather have a doctor work on you that has straight A's, or do you want the doctor that with C's, D's, and F's to be working on you? And see, a lot of people will think, okay, I want the one with straight A's because they pay attention. They should know what they're doing a lot better. The ones with straight F's and D's, yeah, they could have went to the medical school for 10 years and all that. But were they paying attention in the class? Did they take the notes? Did they actually know how to move and pick something up out of you and put it over there, or snip this and snip that? Like, you have to actually be skilled. Like, you have to be talented and not just, you can't have just listened to how to do it. You have to be certified fully and everything. And that's why a lot of people were saying that she could have picked a way better place. But remember, this was supposed to be for the promo. JackyOh is a huge entrepreneur. So she does a lot of little campaign. People send her stuff. She looks at it. She shows, you know, the camera. She shows it to her fans, and she gets it for free. Sometimes they pay her, and she gotta, you know, say this little thing about it, say the jingle. But this time, you know, it was supposed to be where she went down there to give him the promo. She was gonna put it on her YouTube and all that, and that they was supposed to give her the thing for free, the BBL, the mommy makeover, the tummy tuck, all of that stuff, right? But the thing is, Nothing in life is free, man. Y'all cannot be. When they give anything for free, you're the test subject. You're the product. Because they trying to figure out, does this work on people or not? Anytime you get a free sample, a free anything like that at the store, is because they trying to sell you the box of the stuff in the freezer section, or they might have the boxes stacked up right there. They trying to sell it to you and give you a little taste of it. And so nothing is ever free, man. Especially there's a lot of people who think and they got this mentality that anything they get for free tastes better. But that might not be true. It could you might feel better about yourself that you didn't have to pay, and maybe for that you think it tastes better. But get this, a lot of the companies who be doing free stuff, they give you the short end of the stick. The free thing is always like the least option you would have picked anyways. The free stuff is the damaged goods. It's the expired products. It's the stuff that they can't even actually get rid of or legally sell, so they have to give it away for free. So next time you take free handouts, free this, free that, just remember that they trying to make you into the guinea pig. And so this is the thing. How did they know that what JackyOh got? Was it any type of new thing that they put in her? Was this the same operation as everyone else? Have they did a mommy makeover to somebody else before? Or were they just doing exclusive facelifts and BBLs, but they never did the combination where they did everything together? Anytime you're getting multiple operations, multiple surgeries, that's already a red flag. Like you shouldn't have to be doing all of it at once like that. If it's not a situation where they're trying to save you from something, like you just got hit up and they're trying to save you, that should be really the only time. Like if you actually have to go under the operation and on the table underneath the stethoscope, if they have to really look at you, it should be to save you from something. It shouldn't just be like you just want to, look this and that. But then again, did they contact her saying that they were going to offer it to her? Did they invite her to do this? Because, I don't think that she called in. And most of the time with celebrities and influencers, the way it works, they're not the ones that call in to ask to work with them. The influencers aren't the ones who initiate the process. It's the companies. So when the doctor's office wanted to work with JackyOh, most likely they're the ones who contacted her first. They're probably the ones who hit her up in her DMs talking about, hey, we'll give you this free this free mommy makeover. Here's what you can look like. Here's what you could possibly potentially look like. No guarantees. But they little did she know that if she would have just maybe she did do her research. Maybe she couldn't get a hold of anybody that went there before, because if she would have spoke to the right people, maybe had somebody else with her look into it a little bit more, then they could have caught the fact that, okay, they had some issues there before. Is this worth it? There's probably way other bigger places that she could have gone to that could have still probably hooked her up for the promo. But, it may have been later down the road. It could have been a month or two later or something like that. And you got to wait for the right time. But, essentially, it was a rushed, quick thing. They didn't have enough time to research. And if she would have known that they wasn't fully board certified and that the reviews came back as a 0-star and a 0.5-star rating, then they would have never went there. Like DC Young Fly would have looked at the piece of paper and been like, did you see the Yelp reviews? Like you gotta look at that at some point and realize that people have been to this place before and it did not work out like the way they thought it was gonna. So what makes you think that if you go in there, everything is all gonna be totally okay now, which is not true. Like if it's a pattern of them messing up, it's a pattern of people getting sent up and this and that. You gotta step back and look at the situation for what it is and open your eyes and really look at the facts of what's actually going on right there at that place in Miami. Like people know at this point that like you don't see Jennifer Lopez is not going there. There's a reason why Jennifer Lopez never goes to any of doctors and everything like that. She doesn't do the 90210. She does not do the Dr. Miami or anything like that. And so this is the reason why Pitbull and Flo Rida, they speaking out and saying, y'all got to understand that, after the JackyOh situation, people have to look at it like, be careful to where you go, especially if you're not from Miami and you come in and you go into all these places. You don't know who's working on you. You don't know who's on the other side of that operations table. Like they really, once you go under the anesthesia, they could be laughing at you. They could be speaking and everything and all that. At the end of the day, there's a lot of people who've had a lot of different issues with, their nails getting ripped out at nail salons, the BBL shop botching them now, and it's all going bad. There was even that one girl who tried to get that one wig, and she super glued it with Gorilla Glue on her forehead. And it's like a lot of the things that the going the extra mile for the attention is not worth it at the end of the day. And you have to go with other people. You have to research and all that, because JackyOh could have been saved. This could have been avoided, man. And, DC Young Fly is looking at this still in distraught because he has to continue to raise the family and everything. And he has to continue dealing with the fact that Azalea Banks is still out there. She's still talking. She's still putting a lot of, basically she's dissing JackyOh and DC Young Fly like all day, every day, to the fact that a lot of people are wondering, why didn't she come out and take these issues directly with Nick Cannon at first? Like, how come she didn't go to the network and everything like that? She could have went to the managers. DC Young Fly's manager would have been able to handle the situation with Azalea Banks. And so now that they realizing, okay, with JackyOh, that they had to put all the pieces of the puzzle together and try to get the justice for JackyOh. So like, if y'all actually, supporting JackyOh, let me know in the comment section, because I'm on JackyOh's side. I don't know what Azalea Banks is talking about, but, I'm supporting JackyOh fully because we're trying to get the justice for JackyOh, and we're trying to be there to support DC Young Fly and the rest of the family and everything like that. And, we got to continue to let people know about the ins and outs and the depths of, what's actually happening out here, and how they can avoid having something like JackyOh happen to them, or that they can avoid this for one of their friends. And, with all that, like I said, let me know if you want to get justice for Jackie in the comment section, and I'm going to catch you on the next one.